Good morning, good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 5 of Mindfulness for Success program, brought to you by Pyramid Valley International in association with PIMA. Weekend, let's do the weekend session. And all of you guys have joined in on time. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for doing this. As usual, let's kickstart the day with a beautiful song from Navishri. Let's all welcome Navishri. All yours.
Namaste everyone. Happiest morning to all. So let us start today's session by some vachanas of a greatest vachanakara Basavanna. So it is going to be in Kannada language. Vachanadalli namamruta tumbi Vachanadalli namamruta tumbi Nayanadali nimma ಮೂರುತಿ ತುಂಬಿ ನಯನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೂರುತಿ ತುಂಬಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಮಾಮೃತ ತುಂಬಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಮಾಮೃತ ತುಂಬಿ ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆನಹು ತುಂಬಿ ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆನಹು ತುಂಬಿ ಕಿವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೀರುತಿ ತುಂಬಿ ಕಿವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೀರುತಿ ತುಂಬಿ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ ದೇವ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಚರಣ ಕಮಲದೊಳುಗಾನು ತುಂಬಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಮಾಮೃತ ತುಂಬಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಮಾಮೃತ ತುಂಬಿ ತಂದೆ ನೀನು ತಾಯಿ ನೀನು ತಂದೆ ನೀನು ತಾಯಿ ನೀನು ಬಂಧು ನೀನು ಬಳಗ ನೀನು ಬಂಧು ನೀನು ಬಳಗ ನೀನು ತಂದೆ ನೀನು ತಾಯಿ ನೀನು ತಂದೆ ನೀನು ತಾಯಿ ನೀನು ನೀನಲ್ಲದೆ ಮಾತಾರು ನೀನಲ್ಲದೆ ಮಾತಾರು ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ ದೇವ ದೇವ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ ದೇವ ದೇವ ಹಾಲಲದ್ದು ನೀರಲದ್ದು ಹಾಲಲದ್ದು ನೀರಲದ್ದು ತಂದೆ ನೀನು ತಾಯಿ ನೀನು ತಂದೆ ನೀನು ತಾಯಿ ನೀನು. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Navishri. Day 2 or day 3, you had shared your experiences. Today a song. So thank you for your continued involvement, making this program successful. Thank you so much. All right. So friends, you all had a task yesterday, right? It was shared by Sunil in the group. So in the Telegram group rather. So just show of hands, how many of you folks have done it? Just as a reminder, it was to use your non-dominant hand for eating, brushing, or doing any of the chores, right? Using your non-dominant hand. Just a show of hands, or, type it out. Have you guys seen it? Have you guys done it? Swati says she has done it. Nice. Anybody else? No problem, Shiv Shankar. It's okay. Thank you for joining it on time. I know I see you every day. That nice smile. Thank you. Let's do it another day. It's okay. Good that you've seen it. Let's try and do it. It's kind of very important. Yeah, no more show of hands. So probably it is okay. We can still do it today or in the coming days. It's okay. Because we also did not mention it in the call. Yeah, I see Nagesh's message. Seema, it's okay. It's okay. It came out in the Telegram group, probably late. So it's okay. It's okay that you might have missed it. It's okay. It's kind of important activity because typically, how do you brush your teeth, right? You use a certain hand. Let's say I use my right hand. It becomes a mechanical activity, right? You're not really focusing on it. So it kind of, the idea here is to kind of break your repetitive patterns just coming from your subconscious mind. Remember the first day, all about mindfulness, right? Awareness, attentiveness, and acceptance. This is all about enhancing your awareness and attentiveness. So a very important small task, such a small task, but a very important task. It's important to be serious during meditation. Seriousness and sincerity is very important, but you don't have to look serious. Let's all have a smile on our faces. More videos. It's a weekend show, guys. Thank you. Always good to see the smiling faces. Very nice. Morning, Naman.
Good morning, Shivu.
Morning. See, this is what happens, right? You don't even see people till they switch on their videos. See? All right. Let's start our meditation. A big, big smile. You all know this procedure. Remove your specs. Sit comfortably. Very, very comfortably. Sukhasana. Take your time, no rush. Clasp your hands. Cross your feet. Most importantly, close your eyes. Be absolutely comfortable. Take your time. Give your body the time. This is our me time, the time we are giving for ourselves. Let's totally be into it. There's nowhere to go, right? Nothing to achieve. Everything can wait. Please drop all your expectations, including any from this meditation. Just be at ease. Scan your body, head to toe. See if there is any tension anywhere. Neck, shoulders, feet. See if you're tensing any muscles. Just relax. Become aware of your breath, your normal, natural breath. As we have learned, breath is our life force. Breath is our best friend, our guru. Let's be with our breath. Totally, 100%. No visualizations, totally with the breath. Each meditation is an experiment. We are all seekers of truth here. Let's experiment on ourselves. Just be with the breath. Observe your in-breath, out-breath. Just be with the breath. If thoughts come, simply come back to the breath. Cut it, come back to the breath. continue being with your breath, dear friends. Just be with the breath, dear friends. Please continue being with your breath. Last 5 minutes. Slowly come back, dear friends. Please take your time. No rush at all. Whenever you're ready, and clasp your hands. Place your fingers on your eyes for 5 to 10 seconds. Open whenever you're ready with a big, big smile. Thank you all. So friends, today's topic is compassion and vegetarianism. So for me personally, turning vegetarian around 10 years ago was such a profound experience. In my meditation journey, this is one of the first instances where I clearly saw the separation between the social conditioning, mental patterns, and what's really me, right? So this is actually the first time I even came to know about a mental pattern, right? This is for me a very, very personal experience. And also, it was also about realizing the natural order of things and aligning towards it. So to enlighten us about this very, very important topic, we have the best possible speaker. Let's all welcome Parinita Patri ma'am. So she is a meditation teacher, environmentalist, founder of SPAC, which is Save Water and Go Green. So we'll drop the link in there. You should all visit. She's also the co-founder of Swadhyaya Yoga. She leads the PMC English channel. She's also the elder daughter of Patriji and Sonamala Patriji. Warm welcome. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, everyone. A very, 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 very good morning to all of you. And thank you so much for joining this beautiful meditation, because meditation is a very, very, very important aspect in our life, and everyone needs to meditate. So thank you so much for doing that to yourself and to the humanity as well. So whenever we meditate, it's not just for ourselves that we meditate for the entire humanity. And that's a huge responsibility on each one of us to really elevate the consciousness of yourself and the humanity's consciousness as well. So my dear friends, today we are going to talk about compassion and vegetarianism. So let us start with compassion first. So what exactly is compassion, and where does compassion reside? You can see a small heart just beside me over there, and you can see that that is where compassion resides. That is your heart. So my dear friends, we all need to cultivate the heart. Our heart is very, very, very important in each and every aspect of our life. We can, develop our mind. We can achieve so much. We can open our third eyes. We can do astral traveling. We can attain so much. We can, do so many things. But the foundation is your heart. How pure is your heart? That is the most important thing. See, for example, if I have to say how important is your heart. For example, I have been meditating for so many years and I have opened my third eye. And another person is there who has also meditated and has opened his third eye. For example, Shibu. Okay, so see, I have not purified my heart and Shibu has purified his heart. So just imagine a third eye with a purified heart and a third eye without a purified heart. How am I going to serve the world, and how is Shibu going to serve the world? Just imagine that. If we do not purify our heart, no matter what we achieve, no matter what we attain, how are we going to use that gift or power or whatever it is that you call, how are we going to use it for humanity's sake? What we say, Loka Kalyanam. So we need to develop our hearts so that we have even in our hearts love, friendship, compassion, generosity, freedom, beauty, and sharing with everyone, my dear friends. Patriji, in one of his session said that without friendship, there is no enlightenment. If we're not friendly with each other, with each and every human being on this planet, we cannot attain enlightenment. So we need to have that friendship quality within ourselves. We need to be first friends with ourselves. We need to do friendship with ourselves first and then find out who we are and share that with everyone. So, my dear friends, compassion is a very, very, very necessary thing. It's not just, one of the attributes which we need to cultivate in our heart. So, there are other few things which need to be cultivated in our heart. First is called compassion. See, for example, if two parties are fighting and then we go there and start talking about one party and not the other party. So we need to exercise compassion towards both the persons, when both the persons are benefited, both the persons are, included in our, what you say, in our decision as to how to make things forward. So compassion is very, very important in not just humanity's life, but in animals' lives, in our Mother Earth's life as well. The first one is compassion, and the second one is to have group love. We need to have group love wherein we as a group need to be selfless, need to be harmless, need to have the right speech, and need to have the sense of responsibility with each other. We need to have group love, my dear friends. And as Jesus said, love thy neighbor. Was he naive to tell such small things and become a great master? He said, love thy neighbor. So we need to have that group love for each other. This group is such a beautiful group that I can see. All of us meditating together for group love. That is the beauty of it. And the next one is humility, my dear friends. No matter what we achieve, where we go, what we attain, we need to be humble. We need to have humility in our hearts. Without humility, I don't know how we can cultivate our hearts. We need to have humility, my dear friends. We need to be humble, down to earth, grounded where we are. We need to know our roots. We need to stay with our roots. That is the most important thing. The next one is service. What do you serve? You need to serve the souls of everyone, not the personalities, not anything else. We need to, all of us have a purpose. All of us have a duty to serve each and every soul. Now you need to ask yourself, I need to ask myself, what am I actually serving? What am I actually doing? Whom am I serving? So that is very important, my dear friends. The next one is labor. See, for example, we are conducting these meditation sessions and all that. Why are we striving so much? What are we doing this labor for? Have an agenda, have a plan, have an everything. And this is what you need to use the mind for. But you know what? You need to use the mind in the shadow of your heart. That is what we need to do. You can develop your mind, you can increase your intellect and intelligence and develop your mental skills and all that, but it needs to follow the heart, because that is the central command. The heart actually gives you the direction, and the mind creates the blueprint for that. For example, I will say that I want to go to Pyramid Valley. That is what my heart is saying. Parinita, go to Pyramid Valley. Now the mind will have to figure out, how do I reach Pyramid Valley? Should I go by train? Should I go by plane, car, by walk? How do I go? So that is what the mind does. But the heart gives you the direction. Heart tells you what to do. Heart gives you the right thing to do. But how many of us follow of our hearts. Just keep your hand on your heart and answer to yourself, not to me. We need to follow our hearts, my dear friends. And we need to do the right labor. That is one thing. And then we need to have tolerance with each other. We have so much of intolerance towards each other, so much of impatience towards each other that we get irritated so fast. We need to have tolerance because you know what? For example, if this is earth, okay, and then we live here in this earth, and the more near that we are for this earth, we will get so engrossed in that pain or the problems of the earth, and just distance yourself from there, you will see less problems. Distance even more from there, you will understand people. Distance even more from the earth, then you will see the right perspective of this earth, and you will understand each and every human being. What is the plan? What is karma? What is the design? And then as you come by slowly again towards the earth, you will understand each and every person, that each and every person is in the right place, right amount, right attitude, because everyone has different levels of physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional levels. So if we understand that, we will be more patient and more tolerant with each other. Isn't that compassion, my dear friends? So then after that, we should have empathy with each other. We should not have sympathy, we should not have pity, we should not have self-pity. We need to have empathy, my dear friends. And that is the soul of the heart, that is the soul of compassion. Empathy. We all feel so sad for ourselves. Self-pity, self-pity, self-pity. No. Get out of the self-pity and own yourself, own your karma, and own your actions, own your thoughts, own your words, own your intentions, and then go about it. We all know that we are suffering today because of our past karma. Then how are we creating today so that our tomorrow will be fine? That is the understanding of karma, my dear friends. When you really understand karma, you will no more be a part of harmfulness. You will no more be a part of violence. You will no more be a part of interference. That is the most important thing. And then we have come here to share our wisdom with each other. Why do we meditate? We meditate so that we go up, get in touch with the higher worlds, take that wisdom from there, come here, down, and spread it over here. That is our duty. Not to boast about our achievements. Oh, I have got this, I've got that. No. Go there, get trained, learn, take wisdom, come down here and spread about. That's it. That's all we need to do. And then we have to sacrifice some things to gain, something higher. And what exactly do we need to sacrifice? We need to sacrifice all those things which are a hindrance to our soul evolution. For example, so we can sacrifice our violence towards animals. We can sacrifice our laziness. We can sacrifice our hatred. We can sacrifice our jealousies, animosities, revenges, gossips, all these things. Whatever is a hindrance to our soul evolution, we need to sacrifice all those things, and that is the real meaning of sacrifice. Not sacrificing what we like. That is not the real sacrifice. Whatever is a hindrance, whatever is stopping you from your soul from evolving, that is what we need to sacrifice, my dear friends. And the final thing is my favorite thing, which is gratitude. We need to have gratitude for our life, for whatever we have in our life, because everything is a gift in our life. We need to have gratitude. We should be grateful for everything that we have. All the persons, all the family members, the friends, or anyone who loves us is a precious gift to all of us. And we need to show gratitude to each and every person who is there in our life. Whatever is there in our life, how much ever bank balance that we have, whatever skills that we have, the health, your job, everything. We need to be grateful for each and everything that we have in our life, and the persons that we have in our life, and the beautiful future that we are going to have in our life. We need to cultivate gratitude in our hearts, my dear friends. Because you will be happy only if you have gratitude. If you do not have gratitude, you will not be happy. So if you want to be happy, just be grateful. Be grateful for everything that you have in your life. Oh, thank God. Thank you everyone for, giving me this love. Thank you that I have food on my plate. Thank you that I have a shelter on my head. Thank you for everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We need to show that gratitude, my dear friends. So then let's come back to compassion towards, see, we have discussed all about compassion towards humanity. And the first thing to show is that the compassion towards ourselves. See, we might be angry at ourselves. We might feel guilty about so many things that went wrong, that we did wrong. Aren't we angry at ourselves? Why can't we forgive ourselves first? We need to forgive ourselves for whatever wrongdoings, whatever you think that they are wrongdoings. You are what you are because of your experiences. You are what you are because of your mistakes. You are what you are because of your experiences. So, my dear friends, we need to forgive ourselves for all the mistakes that we have done. You might think of them as mistakes, but they're all life experiences which we have learned from a lot. And then that is what compassion is. You need to show compassion towards yourself. Forgive yourself, understand yourself, and move on. Let the weight of everything be released. Just let go of everything. And the next thing that you need to do to cultivate your heart is to forgive everyone else. I know it's very difficult, but yet we need to do. So, my dear friends, that is what compassion is all about. And let's come back to vegetarianism, which is a very, very vital, important aspect in our life. I have been a vegetarian all my life. And I have been propagating vegetarianism very, very, very much. And I emphasize on non-violence, and I emphasize on ahimsa, and I emphasize on non-speciesism everywhere. So I have been a vegetarian since I was born, and I have been, I have been a part of these rallies, vegetarian rallies everywhere. I speak about non-violence. I speak about ahimsa. We need to be compassionate towards all the animals across the globe. All the animals, irrespective of their species. In November 2018, I have turned into completely plant-based diet, which someone calls it as vegan, but I do not name it as a vegan, but I will call it as a plant-based diet, as a plant-based lifestyle. And I have founded Swag on those terms only. Okay, and you might want to visit the website www.letswag.org, wherein my objective is to save water. Second one is to adapt plant-based food, and third one is to plant trees. We need to have compassion towards all the animals and towards Mother Earth. We need to give back to nature. We have taken so much from nature, we need to give it back. And about vegetarianism, my dear friends, I say no to 5 things. No fish, no meat, no eggs, no dairy, and no honey. Because all of these things come from the animals. And all the animals that these products, the so-called products come from, they suffer a lot in providing all these things to the human beings. We are being the cause of so much of violence towards them, so much of suffering, so much of agony and pain and everything towards them, that we are creating so much of bad karma, and we wonder, why am I suffering today? Why am I suffering today? Why am I going to suffer tomorrow? as long as you contribute to the violence towards animals, you will keep suffering. And your suffering will never end until your violence ends. So, my dear friends, please be compassionate towards all the animals, irrespective of their species, irrespective of anything. We need to be kind to all the animals. We need to be compassionate towards all the animals and spread the message to each and every one that you know, your family, your friends, your colleagues, and everyone. Please spread the message of compassion to everyone. And then as part of this plant-based lifestyle, I always, even say, don't use leather, silk, wool, fur, or any kind of products that are tested on animals. In this way, we will also serve the other aspect of the animals as well. And I'm questioned about dairy, mostly about dairy, because you know what, India is predominantly a dairy based country, if I have to say. And dairy industry is a horror industry, if I have to say. It's a complete horror movie that I can say. The cows are impregnated forcefully and they are kept pregnant throughout their entire life, just so that I can have my tea, my curd, my ice cream, my chocolates, blah, 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 blah. I can have that. And this is what they go through. They give birth to babies and they're taken away from them. They give birth to babies, they're taken away from them. This causes so much of trauma in them, the calves and the mothers. Mental, emotional, physical torture. And who are contributing in all these things? We all are. And this has given birth to the beef industry. India is the #1 exporter of beef. Why? Because we love dairy, don't we? So that is one thing which we, which I generally talk about compassion, and this is what is compassion, my dear friends. We need to be compassionate with each other. And in the same way, we need to be compassionate with all the animals, whether we see them or not, whether we visit them or not, whether we know them or not, whether we are attached to them or not. We need to be compassionate with each and every animal. So, my dear friends, and also I urge each and every one of you to serve the environment as well and give back to nature as much as you can. Plant trees. We have started a new project called Swag Sunday, my dear friends. Swag Sunday is nothing but, you need to plant a tree or a seed every Sunday, each and every one of you. Just imagine how much greenery you will create just by spending 1 minute of your time per week. But I'll be even more happy if you can plant a seed or a tree every day. But then I'm not asking for that much. I'm asking for very little from you to plant a tree or a seed every Sunday. And that is what is that is our way of giving back to nature. Yeah, we have taken so much. We have taken clean air, clean water, everything. We enjoy, whenever we want to go for a holiday. Where do we want to go? We want to go to a nature-filled, forest or a mountain or an ocean or anything. Why? Because we love trees. Please plant trees, my dear friends. Please plant trees. This is my humble request to each and everyone. Please plant trees as much as possible and end the violence, end the animal cruelty in whatever way possible. Animals are so much suffering. Even as we speak, animals are crying, trembling with fear. They're getting slaughtered. They're getting tested on their eyes. They're being, the sheep are getting shed. So much of things are happening while we are speaking. Let us all contribute towards this non-violence towards animals. Please, my dear friends. So let us all contribute towards this and lessen our karma. We already are so much a burden because of our past deeds or anything. So let us be conscious when we have our intentions in our mind, when we speak, when we have our emotions, or when we talk, when we think, everything. We need to be conscious persons, and that is what meditation is for. We need to become as conscious as we can. We need to expand our consciousness, and expanding our consciousness and reaching the higher worlds cannot happen if we do not purify our hearts. So the urgent need that we have is to create a heart culture among ourselves, within ourselves and within our environment as well. So create a heart culture, and once you cultivate your heart, once you lit your fire, lit the heart on fire, you should set your heart on fire, my dear friends. And that is when your heart will lead you towards paradise, towards bliss, towards everything that you ever wanted. We all need to follow our hearts, my dear friends. And that is what is being compassionate all about. We need to love each other. We need to love ourselves. We need to forgive ourselves. We need to forgive everyone. So compassion is a very, very crucial, vital, central point of everyone's life. Thank you so much, everyone, for giving me this time. I'm really, really grateful to each and every one of you for giving your time to yourself and to humanity by meditating. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Parinita ma'am. This is amazing. I don't know, such a power-packed session. Heart culture, so many takeaways from this, right? Wow. I mean, I'm still recovering from this. It's amazing, man. It's really amazing.
Thank you.
Develop your mind, but in the shadow of the heart, right? That's something which, such a profound statement, because it's in this today's world, it's always the mind, right? Mind is leading it. It's always should be the backseat, because heart should show the way, and the how should come from the mind. And what a profound thing. I mean, it's kind of sums up everything. Wow, lots of gratitude from all of us. Thank you. I think we should get to the Q&A part. Let's please welcome Naman. Morning, Naman.
Wow. Good morning, Shibu. Thank you so much, Akka. I mean, as Shibu pointed it out, the heart should lead. Like, I was so awestruck by that statement. I was like, this is such a common sense way of thinking. And if we are able to do it, I mean, we can do miracles, whatever we want to do. So, thank you so much. I'm really grateful for today's session, and especially vegetarianism. And when you were talking, I was just Googling around how India is responsible for, spreading non-vegetarian in the world. And I was so like, I never did it in my entire life, but today I did. And I was like, wow, right? For a country which is predominantly focused on spirituality, we are actually making a lot of, contributing to to this mass murder, I would say. But thank you so much for opening my eyes. And I'll make sure that I also vouch for vegetarianism and all the data points that I found today. So, okay, guys. So with that, today we are open for question and answers. I'm sure every one of you will have a lot of questions, because a lot of statements we are still processing in our own head. So please, guys, stage is yours.
Please speak up, guys. Please raise your hand. This is not every day that we'll have an opportunity to ask Parinita ma'am questions. So please raise your hand and ask them directly.
So we have one question from Shalini Deepak. The question is, plants have life, then eating plants is also a sin?
Okay, plants of life, yes, definitely yes. But when we are comparing plants to animals, plants do not have a central nervous system. Animals have a central nervous system. So they feel a lot of pain, physical pain and suffering. They also have emotions. They also have thoughts. They have feelings. They have everything. So there are stages, my dear friends. I'm not saying that this is perfect, but there are 5 stages that we need to go through. Non-vegetarianism to vegetarianism, vegetarianism to plant-based, plant-based to raw diets to liquid diets, and from liquid diets to being a breatharian. So that is the journey that we need to take. So we finally need to become breatharians with the help of meditation, because meditation will give us cosmic energy and we don't even have to eat plants. So that is the stage that we need to get to. I'm just here. We have a long way to go. I'm not saying that I'm perfect or I'm superior or anything. I'm just saying that I'm still on the way. I'm still processing it. I still have a long way to go. So all I'm saying is that this is the journey that we all need to go through, and we all need to come above all these questions and focus on what is the real issue. So that is what my answer is for that.
Wow. So we have Yuti Jain, who is asking, how do you know when you have a pure heart?
Okay. Oh, wow, that's a beautiful question. So when do you know that you have a pure heart? Is, you have these indications in your heart when you replace hatred, jealousy, violence, animosities, greeds, ego, revenges, blames, complaints, all these things. When you replace all these things with love, compassion, generosity, freedom, beauty, sharing, sacrifice, wisdom, service, and everything, that is when you know that you have a pure heart.
Wow. Okay, there's an interesting question asked by Srishti.
Yeah.
I'll rephrase her question, right? So she says, if we have to spread vegetarianism, what are the ways? Because we can't directly say that don't kill animal and don't eat animal. So what are the ideal ways to spread vegetarianism among masses?
The way I do it, I'm not saying that this is the perfect way, but I'll just share the way I do it. I speak from the animal's perspective. I do not talk about your vitamins, your minerals, or how everything, but I speak from the animal's perspective and how the animal, the things, or the products, the so-called products, they are not called products anyways, but the so-called products, how do they influence your mind? How do they influence your emotions? How do they influence your body? You can talk about vitamins and minerals as well, but mostly how do they affect you? The fear-induced thing, when the slaughter happens, how the fear-induced emotions, get into your body and feed your emotions with fear. So we need to evoke the compassion in each other's hearts. See, that is where it is. If you go on talk about logics and minds and everything, it's everything about animals is compassion. So we need to try to evoke the heart of the other person. And that is what we need to do. And leave it at that. You tell about the heart, you tell about compassion towards animals, and you speak from the animal's perspective, talk about it and leave it at that. That is what I do, my dear friends.
Got it. So Jitendra ji has raised his hands. So guys, can we just ask
hello.
Start? Hello, sir, please ask.
My question is regarding forgiving someone. If somebody is constantly doing something wrong, does one keep on suffering? Don't even take a recourse to the legal system, try to book that person, and legally maybe not do any violence, but at least as the system is there, legal system is there, try to bring him to the book and make him realize his mistake, and so that he improves and he stops being a tyrant? Or do we just forgive and suffer, keep suffering?
That's a very interesting question, actually. The first thing why you're suffering is because of your own karma, because you did the same thing to another person. You are having to taste all that bitterness. You have to taste that bitterness because you have given that bitterness to someone else. As simple as that. We get what we give to others. You might be feeling bad for yourself. You might be having self-pity for yourself, but that is the truth. Oh my God, what have I done in this past incarnation? What have I done in the past that I have to suffer so much? Yes, you have to suffer. I'm sorry. That is a blatant truth. You have to suffer. I'm not going to pacify you or give you, wrong solace or anything. You have to suffer. That is the truth. But then, yes, we need to forgive each other. We need to forgive others.
Sorry. So that's about the past lives, you mean to say, the karmas in the past life. Because of that, the person is suffering now.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And as you're talking about the legal system, there's no bigger legal system than the karmic library, karmic records. Karma will take care of everyone and everything. There's no bigger, what do you say, record than the karmic record. So we need to hand over everything to karma and let karma do everything that, a person deserves. So as far as we are concerned, we need to be heartful. We need to be compassionate. We need to have that. It is very, very, very difficult. That is the strength. That is, your heart is your strength. And it is very, very important to cultivate that strength in your heart. It is very difficult, I know.
So if somebody is taking away your legal right, you just keep quiet. Don't assert the right. So say that it is because of the karmas of the past life that it is happening.
No, I'm not saying don't do anything for yourself. You need to do everything. But all I'm saying is that you are suffering because of your past karma. Do what you can to protect yourself. Do what you can to support yourself. You need, that is your duty. You need to do something for yourself. But then your terms of punishment to others, that is not your cup of tea. You cannot punish anyone. Karma will take care of it, is what I'm saying.
But in order to protect oneself and one's own rights, one may have to take a recourse to the legal system.
Then you have to face the consequence as well.
Yes.
If you're ready for the consequence, then go for it.
Yes, that's right. So spontaneously, whatever happens, happens. But be on the right path. You don't become violent, but you take a legal course of action.
See, sir, whatever karma that you're doing today, you will have a consequence. And I do not know what consequence you have to face tomorrow. So whatever action that you take, whatever speech that you have, whatever intentions that you have to pay for it. You have to be able to take the consequences, whatever you do.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. Guys, we have a room for one more question. I see we have a couple of more on the chat. Shibu, can we take 2 more questions?
Yeah, I think we should. That we have the map. Please.
Yeah.
Opportunity to everyone.
Done. So we have Divya Nigam. She's asking, kids have high energy levels. It's very difficult for them to sit for meditation. Can you advise on this as to what kind of approach should be followed so that they are enjoying doing the meditation? Meditation,
yes, definitely. See, children are very, they are already so beautiful, so pure. If you want to cultivate meditation in them, you meditate. You sit in meditation. You become an example for meditation. When the parents, both of them, sit in meditation, the children will watch you, observe you. And through observation and watching, they will also cultivate a habit of meditation. Do not force them. Do not force anyone for meditation. Not just children, even adults. Never, never, never force anyone to do anything that you want to do. You want them to do. Whether it's meditation or anything, whether it's marriage, whether it is any kind of thing or anything, do not force anyone to do anything that you want them to do. So if you want your children to learn meditation, you do meditation every day. You do meditation continuously and regularly. You become an example of meditation, of what becomes of you when you do meditation. They will watch, they will observe, and they will do it.
Wow, lead by example. Yeah. Wow. So we have Sohail. Sohail is asking, Madhya Marg is something that Buddha says. Now, if we suddenly don't even take milk or honey, doesn't it become too extreme of a step?
Oh, you know what extreme is for me? Violence is extreme for me. For me, violence is extreme. For me, himsa is extreme. For me, suffering of animals is extreme. For me, the pain that we are inducing to the animals is extreme. That is extreme for me. I don't know what extreme that we are talking about here.
Right. Okay. So I think last question for today is from Nagesh. Ma'am, what are the ways to come out of those pains and feelings, past life karma? Is there any way to solve that?
Definitely, there is a way to solve that. First one is to meditate. Let's all meditate, 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 meditate. We all need to meditate. And while we are meditating, when we come out of meditation, we need to start purifying our heart. See, when you have a pure heart, nothing bad comes from you. Nothing harmful comes from you. Nothing vicious comes from you. Nothing poisonous will come from you. No slander will come out of you. No ill talk will come out of you. No revenges will come out of you. No animosities, no jealousies, no hatreds will come out of you. When you stop doing all that, when you purify your heart, that is when you will start doing good karma, and that is when you will start nullifying your bad karma. So meditation, doing good karma, purifying your heart is what needs to be done by each and every person if you want to really ratify your karma.
Wow. Aga, was just an immediate question. I think it's quite important. So Seema has asked, if family members are non-vegetarian, like if you're stuck in a family which consumes non-vegetarian food, how do you live and how do you change the mindset?
You don't change anything. You're not here to change anything. You're just here to share your knowledge and wisdom. You're here being an informer. Patriji, he always says, I am just an informer. Right? And he says, Uddharad Atman Atmanam, because be a light unto yourself. You need to change yourself. You need to transform yourself. That is each and every person's job, to transform themselves. All right? And I, being an informer, only will tell what the truth is. That is what he does all the time. That is what he tells, going from village to village, from town to town, from city to city, from country to country. He does all that. He is just an informer. He himself says that I am not a guru, I am not anyone, I am just an informer. I inform everyone to do meditation. I inform everyone to become vegetarian. So do not try to change anyone's mindset. So for example, Shibu has become a vegetarian at one point of time. Why? Because he was ready. Everyone will turn, everyone will transform, everyone change as per their own time. Okay, and we cannot force anyone or anything to do anything that we want, as I already said. So everyone has their own time. As they say, no, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So let's be patient and tolerant with each other, and till the time have that compassion for them always. Yeah.
Wow. Guys, I guess we are getting so many questions. Please, if you have any more questions, we have a very active Telegram group where we have volunteers who are willing to answer all your questions. If you have, so I think we can take all of the other questions that are there to Telegram. And with this, I give my heartfelt gratitude to you, Akka, for taking our time and sharing the wisdom and literally opening my eyes in a matter of seconds. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for asking your questions. And thank you so much for all the knowledge that has been shared on this platform. Over to you, Shivu.
Wow, what a session. I can't thank you enough, ma'am. This is amazing. So much gratitude on behalf of all of us. I don't have any more words to say, but if you want a couple of things as a takeaway, right? I think heart culture kind of encompasses it all. I mean, kind of such a beautiful thing, right? As you mentioned. I just wish if you can come back again within this 21 days. Sorry, I think we're just greedy. But, amazing session. Thank you so much. And friends, we'll be back tomorrow as usual. back 6 a.m. IST, meditation, wisdom share session, experience, all of good stuff, right? Please keep coming back. Tomorrow be the same. Thanks again, Parnita, ma'am.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Shibu. Thank you, Naman. Thank you for everyone who has been working very hard towards this, towards getting all this together done. And thank you so much. It's so grateful to each and every one of you. And also to all the participants who are participating in this, thank you so much for doing this to yourself. Thank you so much for giving this time to yourself. Thank you so much for having that self-love towards yourself. I mean, like, this is great, and thank you so much. No amount of thank you is good enough for what you're doing. So please continue meditation. Never, ever, ever, ever stop meditation. Always do meditation. Keep doing meditation. Meditation is the only solution for all the problems, all the things that we are going through. We need to end suffering. We need to be happy. Everything will happen in meditation. You want to reach the higher worlds, it will happen in meditation. Everything will happen only and only through meditation. So please keep doing meditation. Never, ever, ever give up meditation. Continuous and regular practice of meditation is what we need today.